welcome back to All the Nephewness. I am excited to be back because today I am playing with some super duper cute supplies, guys. I am playing with mostly crepe paper Maggie Holmes, and I am going to be creating a layout for it's for the July Emma's Paperie challenge, which was all about using pattern paper. So I'm not one to scrapbook with pattern paper, as my background. You guys, I'm pretty sure you guys know that. And I've talked about it before in previous videos. But I decided that I was going to embellish my page with mainly pattern papers. So that's what I'm doing here. And I decided to create sort of a triangle, I guess like a triangle background in my on my page. So I'm taking two big triangles as you see here from this super cute floral page from the Chasing Dreams collection by Maggie Holmes. And I'm going to be putting two pieces across each other. I don't have a working paper cutter or paper trimmer. So it took me a minute to figure out what pieces I had cut correctly that would match. I didn't realize that if I didn't use a paper cutter, I wasn't really cutting them straight. So it took a little figuring out, and you see me doing a lot of cutting here and testing of which pages work with me or for me because it was a little bit uneven, but I kind of figured that I sort of did find the middle ground with these kind of crooked pages. So you guys can see how some of them are different and some of them are not. So if you guys hear that little bumping, that is my kitty cat who is deciding to come jump on my laptop as soon as she hears me recording, guys. So I did just get a kitty, and I got it the second week of August, and I'm super in love with her. She's super cute. She's super sweet. And she is just trouble as well. I think she gets it from my son. I really did think my kitty would be one to just, a cute little lazy kitty, but I'm guessing once she gets a little bit older, she'll give that calm life a try. Anyways, so I am starting off now. I stuck down my little triangle papers there with my pattern paper. And then I went ahead and out of camera, I fussy cut two other pattern papers from the Maggie Holmes collection. One of them is this framed paper, and I'm sure you guys have seen it before. I cut out a couple of frames because I wanted to add those as a background to the white space I had in between the floral papers. And then I also cut out all the butterflies, or not all the butterflies, but some butterflies from the butterfly patterned paper. And you guys can see my snack there. I was munching on some hot Cheetos. Are you guys down for spicy food? This is like my guilty pleasure snack because it is extremely full of calories. But yeah, I decided to show up on my video today. Anywho, I just realized that, so of course I had to point the elephant in the room. I had to point it out. Okay, so what I'm doing now is just gluing down all these frames, and I'm just kind of trying to glue them in a way where they look like they're sort of, haphazardly placed just in the right place. And I'm finding bits and pieces, and then since it is at a diagonal around the frames, I'm just gonna mark a little bit on the spaces where I need to cut with my pencil, and then I just grab my scissors, connect the dots, and it will fit perfectly wherever I need it to go. And you guys see that I have some white gesso there. I didn't realize that I was trying to do the gesso before I stuck down my frames. And I'm just kind of holding it in place there. And then now I'm going in. Once I stuck everything down, I'm going in with a credit card that I just don't use anymore. And I'm kind of spreading it around. I really do want to mute out a little bit of the florals because I'm going to be coming in with my butterflies and also some flowers that were also from another Maggie Holmes cut apart sheet. So it's a very, very busy layout, but I think it turns out incredibly beautiful. I love it. It is one of my favorites. And I am scrapping a photo of my son and I. This was last year when he was, I'm not sure if he was 1 yet. He was still quite little. He was at least 1. And we were sitting in front of my mirror, which is right across my bed. And I told him to give me kissy, and I caught the photo right where he's got his lips all puckered up to kiss mommy. And it's one of the cutest photos I have of him and me. Super adorable. Now I'm trying to rush the drying time, as you can see here. So what I'm doing now is just simply, um, I'm just simply using my heat tool to get it all done. Oh, and also for my photo, I used one of the cut apart frames, or from the pattern paper. They're not really cut apart. And I just used one of the largest frames there to add as a border to my photo, and it kind of just matches. I didn't have to mat anything behind it, just kind of matches with what I'm going with. So you guys see me messing here with the butterflies, and I like them. It looks gorgeous, but I do, like I said, I do come in with tons more florals, and then I'm gonna once I get the florals in there, I'm going to then go ahead and stick the butterflies after. So here I'm sharing with you guys what pieces of flowers I'm going to be cutting. And I decided to remove my photo one more time because I wasn't quite finished there and I wanted enough space to be able to stick my flowers down. And what am I doing here? I don't remember this part. Okay, so I'm guessing I want to add a and I'm guessing, guys, because I don't remember this part. I'm wanting to add some watercolors, and this is on top of the gesso. I'm still quite new to the gesso world and how all of that works, so I kind of messed up here, and it was fine. I added a little bit more pink with some of my spray, and then I wiped some of it off. And I'm just drying it off, and it kind of just totally disappeared behind or on top of the gesso once I did all that. So I feel like that whole step of me adding watercolor was completely pointless. And then I cover it up with all these flowers. So this is what I was talking about. So as you guys can see, I am using nothing but pattern papers for this challenge. Although I'm not using pattern paper as my background, as I would have liked to challenge myself, I kind of chickened out. But I did take on the challenge my own personal way and with my own personal style, and I took three. Yes, I took three, no, actually I took 4 pattern papers to create this layout. So I took the floral paper, which I created the diamonds, the background there, that diamond background. And then I used the pattern paper with the frames. I used the pattern paper with the florals. And I'm using the pattern paper with the butterflies. So I think I perfectly took on the challenge considering my style. And although I didn't do it how my inner self was telling me to do it, to go for a pattern background, I managed to find a way to include it whichever way worked for me. So you guys saw me glue down all those beautiful flowers, and you guys saw it. I only used about half of the page. I cut out all of the flowers that were there, even if some of them were a little cut off, because I could just, tuck them behind my photo. And you guys see how much it filled up my page. It created a whole little wreath around my photo. And I love it. Those flowers are super gorgeous. They're beautiful pink roses. And now I am just, first I placed my flowers where my butterflies where I wanted them to go. And then I'm coming in and popping them up. And I'm including 2 that are right under the photo to the left-hand side. If you guys can see it there, they're right on the roses to the bottom of my photo, and I thought those were perfect. One of them is like a really big butterfly with pink and blue, like a baby blue, and then the one next to it, there's one sitting on top of the other butterfly, and it's that blue color, and it's a little bit smaller. I thought that was cute. I kind of just used that to represent my son and me. So, it's just my little idea. now I'm trying to figure out the title. I wanted to use this word together, which is from the Chasing Dreams chipboard sheet set, but it just really didn't work. It was getting really lost in with, um, all the florals and the butterflies since I placed that first. There really wasn't space for such a big title. So I end up taking those out, and I changed my mind about those. They're just not really working with what I've got. So I'm taking this word happy also from the chipboard sticker sheet. Oh my gosh, sorry. And then I'm adding that XOXO chipboard piece as well. And then I'm bringing some of these Dear Lizzie stickers, and I like them because they had word phrases that I liked. And so I'm just sticking 3 of those. I have 4, but I just end up leaving. I take out the orangey one that I added at the end. It just didn't match with the colors. And then I just leave them there. And I kind of like how it adds, just a little bit of words to my photo and my title. So I also brought out these alphas. These are some Prima alphas. And I wanted to add the title Kiss, but I just ended up changing my mind. It didn't go with the colors again. It was just way too blue. And these are really cute letters. They're scripted, and once you put them together, they kind of look cursive, but it just didn't really work. I really didn't like it. So I think what I'm doing now is stitching around the edge of my layout. So I'm going to go around and stitch all around it. And I'm also going to add a little bit of journaling, and I'm going to do that here on the right hand side. I have the perfect place there with nothing on that rose, and so I'm just taking some just a black pen, a felt pen, and writing out my journaling. And just I can't remember what I wrote, to be honest, but I'm just writing a little thought of the cute kisses my son gives me. And I'm just giving it a final look and adding just a few more splatters, a little bit of pink around the flowers and the butterflies. And that finishes off my layout, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I actually did end up adding a little bit of stitching on the title and then some bit of threads under the roses that were around my photo and under that butterfly as well. Below my photo. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the process, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.